So I was all worried about it last episode and that how I was going to have to sell De Cock. But then I thought about it. I could make a lot of money selling De Cock. G'day, gang. G'day there, gang. I'm Waylands, but most people call me what? How do I keep screwing up my own intro? G'day there, gang. Welcome back to Chump the Champ. I'm Waylands, but most people call me Wally. Today, we've got the end of the transfer window, and I think who are we playing? We're playing AA Ghent. That's it. You think I would have looked at that before. Totally know what I'm doing here. So the only transfer news to bring to you since the game against Club Brugge is that United made an offer for this guy anyway. Welcome to the club, Lucas Boone. He comes in on a free transfer from our old friends, Locker and Thames, from the division below. They had him on a non-contract. So I went, yeah, righto, yoink. All right, yeah, he could be, it could be better, but he's here on a free, and he's, you know what? I think he's better than just about anything that we've already got in our existing arsenal. Good composure, good finishing, enough pace with excellent acceleration, actually. So I'm looking at training him up as a pressing forward or a poacher there. So he's training as a pressing forward at the moment, and I expect him to be like in the rotation with Support a lot to deputise for Denki pretty much quickly. The fans are pretty happy with the signing. So welcome to the club, Lucas. Other than that, we haven't had any concrete offers for De Cock yet. So I'm going to get on with things here. And actually, no, before we get on with things, I'm just going to click. We're going to click and chat here. If we sell De Cock, does that give me the money and the wage budget to build a team that seriously can do something in regards to Europe or winning the league? If I can get enough money for him, but it's like that £15 million, how far is that going to go? Or do I sit on him? You know what? I reckon we can sell him quite easily, and we can build a squad. There's a few young Brazilians that I could bring in for 2 or 3 million that I've already got scouted out that would probably replace him pretty quickly. But that all depends if we actually get any offers for De Cock. Rightio, so I did hope to bring you the big game against Tom the Coxman, but I ballsed up the recording. I may or may not have paused it accidentally at some stage in there and not noticed, so apologies. But it was a 1-1 draw. So here are the goals. Let's have a quick look here. I will bring these to you because De Cock put himself in the shot window. Right. This one was a bit of a sloppy one to concede. I thought we knocked the ball, or they knocked the ball around for a good 2 minutes before they scored that, and they were all over it. And this is just a lovely cross from the engine Vletnik, and then Tom De Cock rises high and nods the ball home and puts himself in the shop window. Still no offers for him yet. We'll see how we go with that, and we'll come back to you at the end of the transfer window. And who are we playing after that? Let's have a look. We are playing Antwerp. So, yeah, we'll bring you the end of the transfer window and then the Antwerp game. Right, again, here's the start of the deadline day mad rush. We're rumoured to be getting rid of Bert De Cock to Hertha Berlin, of all places, there's a couple of rumours. I saw another one from another club before. So, yes, there's rumours here that there is chances of clubs coming in for De Cock. The big thing is if he goes, I need him to go pretty early in the window because I'm going to need to get my skates on and sign some replacement players and make a good use of the money and make a bit of wage budget maybe with it. Well, I'll get back to you soon if there's any news. Right, there it is. We have sold De Cock. We got 10 million for him plus add-ons from Borussia Dortmund. Off he goes to go playing in the Champions League where he wants to be playing. And we get a 30% of profit from next sell on with him as well. So I think we've crafted ourselves a pretty good deal. They bit my hand off of that. I did negotiate pretty hard, but no one else offered more than 9.5 million. So thank you, Bert De Cock. And now I'm going to go spend some money and see what I can do about this squad. Gang, we have our first big signing and our biggest signing of the save so far. We have signed Facundo Rubio from River Plate over in Argentina. He comes to us as probably our best player on paper. Look at those physicals. You know how I like a guy with good physicals, especially in this sort of middling league that we are in. He's got great flair. His vision's not great, but he's got good technique. He can cross a ball, and he can look at those corners. That is going to lead to goals, people. That is going to lead to goals. Good with the ball at his feet. And I think he will do a job for us in replacing De Cock. $3 million up front with a one installment, I think, and a sell-on. But I think he's a good signing. We've still got some money left to spend, so let's see if we can add to the troops. Right, a bit of a sad one here. We've lost Matthias Machan to Benfica. He was going to get all upset if we didn't agree to the transfer. So off he goes. We only got 2.9 million for him. Not all of that up front. I think I lowballed it a little bit. They jumped straight at my counter offer, which was more than double what they were asking for, because I didn't particularly want to scare him. But I should have asked for more, and off he goes. So we do have a 25% sell on, so that might, if we stay here long term, benefit us. There's our dominant left side gone like that. I need to dip into the market. I have signed one guy, but he's been straight loaned back. We signed this guy, Mohamed Valentin, surely because he's 3-star off the bat, and he's young and he's French, so he meets all the signing requirements, and I think you have good potential, but he's off on a loan back to his current club, which will give him his playing time for the rest of the season, which is good because that won't mess with Dickie Diamond getting any match time at this stage. It's goodbye to Merchan. You've been great for the club. Let's have you back one day. See you later, Bruges. I'm gone. And, well, we are going to have to get into the market and find another midfielder, which I think I've got sorted. Perhaps a goalkeeper and perhaps a left winger or a left defender. So to strengthen our midfield, we have signed Wayne's Martins from our rivals Union SG. He had a 2 million minimum release course, and as you can see, he is already far outstripping that. He has a value of 9.6 to 14 million, nearly 5-star potential, 3-star current ability, already straight into the team. This is my sort of player. Youngster, bit of development. He's got a good smattering of technicals. His physicals could get better, but we can work on that. They're the easiest thing to work on. But look at those mentals. He's good. He's got good decision-making, good concentration, good determination. He's fairly determined mentality. I think he's going to be a great signing for us, and we'll probably sit at the heart of the midfield of this club for some time to come. Right, not much of a replacement for Merchan, I know, but we've got in on loan with an option to buy for 49k. Big Kev Thibault here. He's just a bit of a, this is actually, having a second look, he's actually a pretty good option there as a replacement left back there. Don't think we'll sign him permanently, but we've got him on loan, so that's the cover we've needed. Still got a bit of money to spend. Trying to throw it a bit around, but there's only 2 hours left in the transfer window, so having trouble securing some players here. We went in for this guy, Andrei Bogandov, but he wanted like 21k. My Gideon, he's only getting like a couple of thousand now. So we have struggled to sign a replacement. We have bought in this goalkeeper, Easterling. I didn't see that we'd grabbed him. We'll welcome him to the club now. Must have skipped past that. He comes in as a backup goalkeeper, and there to develop is actually already he was scouted at 2.5 stars. He's coming at 1.5 star, but he's already a current international. So let's hope he develops. We've got him for a 15th of what he was worth. So I really hope we don't have to use him, and he's only a backup, because he certainly scouted a lot better than he's come in. Oh, well, these things happen. Might look for another goalkeeper on loan. I think I'm pretty happy with the rest of the squad now. Not one to say this money's burning a hole in my pocket, but it's burning a hole in my pocket. So let's see what I can do with it. Right, welcome back to Costume Change 3 of this episode. This transfer window, it's taken so long. It's amazing how much longer transfer windows take when you have desirable players and you have money because you sold a desirable player. You don't just hit the continue button so quickly. It's taken me a while to get really moving here. So, right, I've got my morning coffee loaded here now, and we're going to get into this. 2 hours left. I was looking at this guy. I mean, but look at the wages. This is going to be our problem. He wants 12K. We can't afford that. And this is what happens when you can start to afford these players. Not that we can really afford this guy, but I'd offer him 3 million up front and put the rest on tick. But he really doesn't have the pace. Look, if he had even 13 pace and acceleration, I would take him. But he's a bit of a lump. He's not that tall to play the target man role either. And he's basically, to me, he's a false nine that's going to sit there and spray passes with attacking midfielders coming past, which I like the idea of. But yeah, well, I think I got better options. I got Mohammed for the rest of the year. The guy that we just signed, what's his name? Him. I think he'll develop to be just as good, given a bit of time on the pitch. And the other thing I thought about, and this is what I slept on. I couldn't make a decision last night, and I had to go have a. I went and watched some YouTubes, and then I went to bed, and then I woke up and I thought, look, Wally, you got to make a decision. We had a look at Jan van Rooij. Now, Serang have been good, clever here. They have signed him up on a new contract. It's now a £1.6 million release clause. I had him on a £700,000, but they also paid him 4K a week. Where did they get 4K a week from? What's going on over there? I don't know. I just don't get it. They can afford that sort of wage, and yet we play them. They don't play him or a Rye. I don't get it. I mean, not that, look, I signed Ruben Logs as well as who played there, but as was said in the comments, it's like driving past an old car that's up on bricks, or an old car that you own that's up on bricks, or, you know, in poor condition when you see it next, man. It really, really makes you feel like, it was a really good way to describe it. So with only the 2 hours left, we don't have a lot of time to do any more business, really, either. I've not seen anyone I like to spend this last little bit of money on, and now it's the last little bit of money. I'm going to hoard it. I mean, I'd really like this guy, but I don't reckon we can afford him. And I don't reckon he is though, really, isn't he? He's 18 and he's already that good. He's only a little boy though. I don't know. Something put me off him. I think it was they wanted more towards the 8.4 million than otherwise, and even putting payments on, I could just see that the discussions were going nowhere, so we didn't get him. So yeah, well, I have found a few players, but it's either the wages or the transfer fee getting in the way. Those that will take a cheap wage after a big fee, it seems, and the ones that will come for what I can afford want more wages than I can afford. So basically, we're going to ride out the next 2 hours and see if there is some sort of agent offer coming. So the transfer window has passed now. Here is a summary of our activities, really. So we brought in Rubino, the winger, Martins, the midfielder, and Milosevic, the new centre-back. There's also the striker that we signed on a free transfer, and Milosevic on a free transfer was a coup, I think. I think you'll find that he'll be worth a lot more than that very quickly, even though it only says he's a squad player. I didn't notice that he didn't have any more potential, but he does a job for me, and he's in on a free. So he adds depth, in on a free, fine by me. Martins, who will probably be a nailed-on starter straight off the bat. Pretty good-looking player across the board there. A bit of a jack-of-all-trades in the midfield. And Facundo Rubino on the wing here, looking like he is going to be an Adam replacement for De Cock. So we've got Antwerp tomorrow. Let's go and see how we go against those guys. Right, so we go into today's game. We're switching back to the 4-2-3-1 for selection and form reasons today. Not so much tactically. I think we're pretty good in either formation at the moment. So we go into today's game with Tosi in the goals. The back four today is Nackers, Verbrugge, Popovic, and Vletnik. Smeckens plays a ball-winning midfielder role in the midfield. Very versatile, Smeckens. I like what he does. Bella Marquis as his partner in central midfield. Mohamed Romero and Saporsalot are behind Boone up front. Mohamed comes over to this side now. He'll probably play here for the rest of the season. And Saporsalot keeping the spot warm for Rubio, who is fit. Thibault straight into the side as well on the bench. One person who isn't straight in, though, is... where's he gone? Is Wayne Martins. He's come to us suspended because of being a stompy boy over at Union SG before he got here. So he's got a few friends here. He's got Popovich, the stompy boy. He's got Chindris out for being a stompy boy. We've had Dickie Diamond sent off for being a stompy boy. We're a team full of stompy boys. He's going to feel right at home here. Let's do the whole squad number thing. Who is he getting? He's getting number 7. Absolutely. You're not getting number 3, son. Rightio. Let's go and take on Antwerp here. It is Antwerp, isn't it? Yes. And see if we can relieve them of 3 points. Rightio. So this is a somewhat rested lineup. Obviously, I've got no Chindris because of suspension. Kevin Denke has been sent on holidays because he's just knackered. He needed a week off. He's more knackered than knackers. So he's off on a holiday. And like I said, we got the suspension of the new guy coming in. And things are just a bit thin on the floor. And Canute injured as well. So let's hope these boys can do well in the post-De Cock era here at Cercle Brugge. Right, Romero gives the ball away there, but that's a lovely ball from Nackers. Nackers finds Boone, and Boone is off the mark in his first start. Woo. In he goes. Thank you very much, son. What a lovely goal that was. That's a great ball from Nackers here. Romero could have done better here, to be fair. But Nackers, look at this. Whoa, love it. And Boone, one touch into the goal. Beautiful stuff. He's made a hero of himself already here. He did get a little bit of game time last game, so it's not his debut per se, but it's his first start. And within 20 minutes of the start of the game in his first start, the boys found the goal. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Rightio, Romero playing as that pivot role. Now Hitchin Mohammed finds the goal as well. Oh boy, we're post-Christmas, we're a good-looking football team. You guys saw the game against Cercle Brugge. We could have done better against Tom De Cock's boys, but that's Tom De Cock's boys. That's always going to be a thing for us, I think. But this, my friends, is how I like to see my boys play football. No messing about. You know you're quicker than everyone on the pitch, Mohammed. Just get in there, and the ball was played through perfectly. And we're going to line up for another go here. We've got a free kick on the edge of the area. Vletnik goes, and he finds the goals as well. Vletnik, and dearie me. I'm going to stop waxing lyrical about the team here, because you know what happens when you get a bit penisy about your form. Football manager likes to punish you for that. So one shan't get too penisy, and we're going to play this out. Look, we're still playing on balanced. Vletnik puts it into Mohammed. Comes back to Vletnik. He's got a good cross on him here. Beats his man. He doesn't in the end. He ends up kicking it into the legs, but it's gathered up by Popovich. I'm playing 2 ball-playing defenders at the back now because both Popovich and Verbugi. Oh, and Lucas Boone with another one. Wow. Have we finally found our goal-scoring hero in Boone here? Oh, my giddy aunt. Kevin Denke, you're on notice, son. Woo! Boone. Remember the name, gang. Remember the name. Now's the chance that I should be renaming Daniel Boone, I guess. But we'll see. We'll see. I'll have a think about that off camera. I'm not sure that's a good idea. We'll see. Right. There's a highlight for Antwerp here. And no, it's come straight back to us. But Popovich has given it back. Oh, see Popovich with his stompy boy antics there again. Sliding into that tackle there. But Saporsalot's found some room down the right-hand side here. Saporsalot with the cross to Boone. Boone for his hat-trick. But you can only direct that one straight at Rosbach, the Antwerp goalkeeper. And he distributes the ball quickly. And it's fought to Pontarelli here, who has ruined us in the past. But Tosi is up to it with a very, very nice save there indeed. But Emmers with the cross. Goes to the back stick of Verbugi. Flies high and nods the ball away. Gerard recycles possession for them though. And it's all green and black in the centre of the box there. And now Berla Marquis away. Berla Marquis, a great player to be leading your counter-attack. hits the ball just a little bit too hard for Boone there. But I like what I see nonetheless. I like what I see here, boys. We're actually going to outstretch the arms at half time, which is rare. Right, I am obviously mindlessly happy with where we are at the moment. Right, this might be a bit of a problem, though. Free kick. No, Tosi's up to it. No, it's off the bar. Well, Tosi was up to it anyway. I'm pretty sure he was all over that one. Right, throw in for Knackers. Mohammed nods the ball on, and Romero's brought down the edge of the area. I'm going to go no penalty there initially. Definitely a foul, 100% a foul. But I think that's taken place just outside the area. And, yeah. And that's a yellow card for him. We do have a free kick on the edge of the area now, however. Valentink goes again, but he can't find anyone at the far post. Right, Berlamarkby with the ball. Right, we're going to try and go through to 20 minutes to go. Then we're going to make a couple of changes. Right, Saporsalot and Valentink play a little 1-2 here. Yep. Oh, Saporsalot gives the ball away, though. It just, yeah. I like Saporsalot, but he just lacks a little bit of quality needed to be playing against. I mean, not this is one of the better teams on the performance Antwerp have put on today. But unless he's just playing up front in that striker role, he just lacks that little bit of quality to knock the ball around. Right. I might do that. I really can't afford for him to be suspended at the moment. So we're going to do that. And then we're also going to do this. Instead of talking about it, we're going to bring Saporsalot off. And on comes for his debut, signing for 3 million plus add-ons, Facundo Rubio. Facundo. Let's go, Facundo. Show them all of your pace down this right-hand side here, and let's just absolutely tear this league apart, mate. Right, Rasmussen could do with coming off as well. But how do I cover that? I've got Castellazzi. Castellazzi comes on for Rasmussen. Does Castellazzi play central midfield, though? That is a question. Yes, he certainly does. Right, Castellazzi on for Smackens. Punt the fist, lads. Get out there. Joey Peters, his normal stompy boy self. Let's hope he can get another goal. That goal he scored in the last match against Cercle Brugge actually got goal of the month for the league. So well done to Joey Peters there for all the stick I give him and the not picking him. Right, Emmers hooks the ball in. Back stick. Oh, was safe by the post. Pontarelli again causing problems. And the ball goes out for a second corner for Antwerp here. They'll be looking for their tall timber on the back stick again if they do what they've been doing. Yes, Emmers hooks it in for the back post, but we are there this time and we deal with it well, and it is a throw-in for them. But it's the end of the highlight. We're just, someone's been stompy there, so we've given away a free kick. Soma, yeah, that was coming, unfortunately. That was coming. I mean, they've got to score a lot of goals now, but you know, we all saw it coming, though. There was a succession of attacking highlights for them. Matter of time before they broke through, and there's just, I mean, there's 3 players there unmarked. Here we go again, set pieces again. Oh. I've taken set pieces out of the training schedule for team unit training and more tactical training to get the tactical familiarity up for changing formations and coaches mid-season. It seems to be working, but that's where we lose out, is on defending free kicks and things like that. Having said that, we've scored from a free kick today. But that was more individual brilliance than team stuff, I guess. And that is one thing I've noticed with the change in training schedule. So I think it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make for another couple of weeks at least until I get the familiarity up to where I'd like it. And then we'll worry about specific set-piece training and stuff after that. Right, Popovic with the ball. Gives it to Bela Marquis. One part of our Peruvian connection, and Jerry Peters goes through, tries to repeat his performance off the bench in the last appearance that he made, but he can't quite stick that one in the back of the net, unfortunately. And this is like a last highlight here. It might be a goal for them. I hope not. Well, 4 minutes of extra time, so there's plenty of chances for either team to score here. And Wills just puts it into the stands. The ball is gone. And, well, a last chance for us here, perhaps, on the highlight. Right, Romero. Back to Popovic. Verbugi and Castellazzi play the ball together. Boone with the ball. Boone on a hat-trick here. Remember, Vletnik puts it through. Rubio on debut. Rubio can't quite get there to do anything. Marco this time. And Rubio this time. And he hooks the ball slightly wide. He's offside anyway, but we get a little bit of excitement from our new Argentinian signing early in the piece here. Well, late in the game, but early in his career here. Jari Peters running up the ground like he's a madman. Knackers now. Knackers with support. Knackers puts it in. There's Boone's hat-trick. Daniel Boone. Fantastic stuff. Yes, he is. He's Daniel Boone now. We're going to have to re-nickname him. Oh, dearie me. Look at this. Knackers hooks the ball across here. Boone there. No mistake. And, wow, it's his first start, and it's a hat-trick for the boy. Woo! Well, I'm feeling pretty smug about my signing now. Also saw a little bit of fun from Rubio at the end there. No one else new started, have they yet? No. Well, but welcome to the team, Boone. Fantastic stuff. Let's outstretch the arms. This is what we want. We need to beat these mid-table sides here and assert some dominance now. And has that little bit of extra money, though, has the spreading of the class, say. None of these guys that we've signed are as good as De Cock. But what am I trying to say? None of these guys that we have signed are as good as De Cock. But the money we've got from De Cock has improved the squad by more than just De Cock's presence improved him by, I think. We've freed up some wage budget to bring in some depth. We've got a couple of guys that are going to be as good as De Cock maybe down the track. And we've got our Argentinian boy who is almost as good as he was and replaces his position. I think we've done pretty well in that transfer window. So when are we going to come to you now? I think we're going to come back to you for our trip to Azerbaijan against Karabag, them. In the European Cup in our knockout rounds. I hate how it scrolls back up like that. And then we will see how we go for the rest of the season. Then obviously the season splits here. We'd be hoping to make that. We've got a pretty good run in. I'm confident. Well, what a huge transfer window that was, with money changing hands for the club there, and a huge episode for me. That took 3 sittings over a day and a bit to get through that episode. It's good to have some money to splash around after what's been effectively a glorified lower league save up until recently. But speaking of lower league saves, here's the first save I ever made for YouTube. Go check it out. It's a bit raw, but we have a bit of fun. My name's Waylands. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.